सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Hello, are you here? Theon questioned as soon as he picked him up. His call. He had told Tay that he would pick him up from the hospital himself today. Come outside. They nodded, gathering all the belongings, and that outside. They stepped outside and saw Jungkook leaning against the car. He was dressed in the office, and that tie. They took the moment to glaze over his handsome husband, his freshly trimmed suit, his highlights, his sharp jawline. That suit fit him perfectly. They blushed and tucked his hair behind his ear. Jungkook, they said, as he glanced at him. They smiled and opened his arm for him as they walked into his arm. He got off work early today. They put his chin on his chest and glared at him. He just hummed and tamed the hair and kissed his head. He hauled him away and opened the passenger door for Tay. They said as he locked the door behind him, reaching his side, "What do you want to eat?" They watched him as he played his hand behind his seat and reversed the car. They bit his lips looking at him. They, "Huh? What do you want to eat?" he said, and make him nod. They had just become over that Turkish. He could take in Dave a few restaurants and he had loved all of them. He smiled at his face. There was around a great dress, a smooth hair. They looked cute. Jungkook pinched his soft cheeks and they hand above with a pout. "It's hurt, Jungkook," they found. "You're alive." He smiled, holding their tiny hand and lacing their finger, placing it through his thighs. They saw leaning against the seat and closed his eyes. "Are you tired?" Jungkook carried his hand with the thumb and glared at them before returning the gaze to the front. A little. There was many patient today. They went, taking a deep breath. His heart fluttered when they felt they bring their entwining hand to his mouth and place a soft kiss on him. "You know, I'm proud of you," Jungkook spoke, and they peeked at him with adoration. It had been 3 months living with the man, and every day he fell in love with him little more. "And I'm equally proud of you, Mr. Jungkook," they said and forwarded the kiss his cheek. "And I love you." They glowed at him, they recollecting how happy he had been when he actually confirmed. They had bought some fur for him and confessed adorably. The confession has turned into a streamy moment and resulting in all gone. The grave man of Day. For an entire week, he would ask they to repeat those words every minute, and they would glare at him. He'd grumble in response and kiss they senselessly. "I love you more," he replied, making they grin. "Jungkook, have you ever tried ice cream with drink?" Jungkook looked at him. "What? That come from?" He raised a question, glaring at Tay. He just had dinner in a Turkish restaurant, and here Tay was asking about ice cream with drink. Was that even a combination? It's so good. My friend made it and ate with them together. And I have never been eat this without drink. No, I have not, and I will not. What? They gasped dramatically. You definitely will. No. Yes. No, they. Yes, Jungkook. No. Jungkook. The loud scream made him press that brake instantly, and he tried to look at they for anything. "What happened? Are you okay?" he said, and gazed at him, wandering around. As he unbuckled the seatbelt. "Yeah, perfectly," he claimed, laughing at. "Why did you shout then?" he inquired, peeping into these soft amber eyes. "So you would stop the car," they explained in a dull tone, and nearly rolled his eyes. Impossible, he muttered as a breath. They scared him for a moment. Everything is possible with me, they chirped, as he could not help but chuckle. I don't doubt you. He almost forward as his hand against Tay and pulled away. A smile on the corner of his lips. He laced at his finger. He could not even throw to touch Tay. He would never were. The smile formed into a smirk as he saw their eyes. In their hand were two. A soft brush was in his little nose. So they began looking at him. Their gaze locked, they felt intense. Eyes hold that for a moment. So he held tightly on their hand, but next word were enough to make him smile. We're eating with ice cream with drink. What? No, he grumbled. Uh-huh. They merely shook his head. They warned and he knew they was going to have him anymore. This boy was making him break his rule one by one. Let's go, Cook. You're gonna have the time of your life. They spoke, and he was sure that one thing, he was having the time of their life with him. It's good, right? They said, and observing him, that his expression. No, they. How can you like this? Jungkook claimed at that ice cream. This raw. This is perfect. I agree with Jimin. Your taste bud is dead. Theon grabbed the ball and taken that a stink eyes of Jungkook. Jungkook peeked at him. In amusement, they poked their tongue and he shrieked. Don't eat too much, he sighed the ball from Tae and he gazed at him. You'll get sick, he added, making Tae foam. I'll have a good immune system. Give it back. They tried snatching the ball and he held it above their head. No. Jungkook, give it back, they said, hoping, and he threw the mixture into the sink. Theon blinked at the moment. They looked up at him angrily and walked away. Theon just across the lawn and went into the room. He put the ball away and forward behind Tae. He could not afford that silent treatment, and he was confirmed would be use that weapon now. It was his special weapon. He entered the room and saw Tae making the bed. They glared at him once and sitting on the bed grabbing his phone. His lips were in a flat line. He stood there in a few minutes before groaning and leave the room. He came into the kitchen and took out the ice cream from the fridge. He added that drink into it. He murmured on the bread and took that odd dish from the room. They heard the door open and at the direction. Jungkook stood the door in a ball in his hand and forward into face. They scratched his inner cheek as they saw him stepping toward him. Here, he grumbled, pressing the ball. They eyed that ice cream with a smear and gazed at him. Was it it? They uttered. He answered and making them laugh. You're such an evil person, he complained about sitting beside thee, and you love this evil person. They grinned, taking a spoonful of ice cream. They heard, as his gritty face, they mourned licking that bottom lip, and he clubbed, a little dripping of their chin. He jerked his head. Before they could wipe it, Jungkook smeared the ice cream of the chin with his thumb. Their eyes locked, and Jungkook darted away from his face. Why did he want to kiss those lips all the time? He brushed his hand through his hair and flopped down on the bed, shrugging his sides. Jungkook, he responded in a as he probably finished eating. Let's watch a movie. His eyes shot open at their word. A horror one, he inquired, and they nodded his head. No way, he dead bland. I will not cry this time, You say all that time. Jungkook pressed. He claps his hand resting behind him and around the small figure. There wore a single ring on his little finger that he began to play with his ring finger. It was only 2 times. They protested and he glared at Tae. 2 times is too much, he explained and yanked Tae into him. They shrieked as he walked into his chest. He instantly snaked his arms around Tae and they fled. He grabbed his hair. Jungkook, sleep now. I'm tired, Tae. Him closing his arm around his body and disturbed her breath. They leaned forward and inhaling the hair. He felt his muscle relax during the breath as his floor sent. He knew he attended to Tae too much. It was spoiling Tae, but he could not spoil Tae all he wanted. He was his little love. How could he do anything to see they smile at him? Jungkook, I love you. His eyes shot open as the whimper, and he glared at his adorable face. His breath hacked, and Tae at him, placing a gentle kiss on his lips. I love you so much. They forward and struggled, mumbling that around the kiss on his lips. They smiled into a kiss, and Jungkook's lips curled up too. He grabbed the head and taped that kiss, his favorite sweet. His only favorite sweet. I love you so much more. He started as they pulled off her ear. His eyes worshipping the future. He loved him. He adored Tae more than anything, and he could take care of a Tae, just Tae.